100 good stories make me interesting at parties.
100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories make me.
Hello everyone, it's been a long time since I made a video, most of that because I'm sick and we had a lot of school, especially this month, and but today it's been getting very close to Endgame and it's getting really close to Captain Marvel, both of those which is really exciting. So on my brother's channel, SuperPanda, we ranked our favorite Marvel movies last year right before Infinity War. So this year we decided to rank it before Endgame, and we might rank what we like about Endgame after we watch it. But I'm here with Super Panda, and we're gonna go start into ranking. So we have ranking 20, and we're gonna do 5, and then we're each do 5. We'll go alternate, and then see what our top 5 at the end. So you'll go first. You go first.
Thank you. Okay, obviously number 20 or 20, yeah, 20 is Incredible Hulk. This is the most forgettable movie. I haven't seen this.
It doesn't really feel like a Marvel movie whenever I watch it.
It's like it's sort of like the new Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, because it had that comic book like weird directing, but it was a totally different movie, and it was almost a monster movie. Whenever you watched it, it was kind of scary, except it's probably not scary now because I watched it a long time. But anyways, most forgettable movie is Incredible Hulk. That's why it's the last one. Iron Man 2, this is 19. It's an okay movie, but it's not something that I'll be like, hey, Iron Man 2 is on Netflix now or something. I'm like, hey, I want to watch it. It's one of those movies that you come back a year later and you're like, got nothing to watch. How about this?
Yeah.
Um, number number 18 is Doctor Strange.
What? I remember you ranked that so bad last year.
The reason is because it's just a redo of Iron Man, and everyone knows even though it's really nice. It's like an Inception sort of sorcerer movie. It has a really close like billionaire or millionaire ego boy, but I love Benedict in it. He's perfect for it.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
But it's more of just like another movie just to watch for fun. It's not like it doesn't contribute much to the story except it introduce them.
I guess, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 for 17, is that? Wait, so 20, 19, 18,
Yeah, 17.
17. This is another movie where it's just like everything happens in it, but it happens and then it's like it doesn't matter at all because it doesn't do much to the except Yondu dies, but it's just one of the it's another
Spoiler alert.
it's just like the other movies, well, where it's just there for the entertainment. A lot of these sequels are just there. It's like it's just for the marketing, but it is a really funny movie, but it doesn't help much with the story. Last one for 15, right? Yeah, 15, because I was 16. Iron Man 3. This one was
I'm
just
okay with that.
an extremely big just market one. Like they just went all out with new villain. Like, who was the villain in this movie? I forgot.
There's
it was
like
just,
2. Wait.
It was the,
Oh,
it was the
like
guy who like made people fire or something.
no,
Just
there's 2. There's like at the end it was like why do I remember like well, first there was like the Mandarin thing, and then I feel like he got like
yeah,
debunked. He was
the
like the little
Mandarin was
guy.
fake.
And then there's this other villain which like turned Pepper Potts into like a kind of like
Yeah, that was
hot metal. It makes I barely remember. I haven't seen it in a long time, but yeah, yeah. Okay, for my number 20, this is my least favorite Marvel movie is Thor: The Dark World. It like
I spit on you.
some of it is funny. I mean, I like watching like the sequels to like like even though they can't be as good, I like watching the characters come back, and I like and you know how like the character development, but this one was kind of just boring, and I don't know why. It was just I like
It's
the
a
like
Loki
teleporting
movie.
kind of stuff. Yeah, Loki was amazing, and that's the one that kind of keeps it alive.
It should have
but-
been just called Loki. It should have been just a.
honestly. Number 19 is Incredible Hulk. Kind of the same thing you said. It doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. It's just kind of like a movie, but it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's weird how they change actors for Hulk, but whatever. Um, Iron Man 3 is number 18. It's kind of, I mean, I like, there's a lot of cool action sequences, like when Iron Man's house is falling off the cliff. I really like that sequence. It's just weird. I mean, I like the character kind of like after, what was that? Right after Avengers? Yeah, it was right after he almost flew the nuke up to,
Yeah, that's why he was like getting
yeah, and he was just kind of like depressed.
PTSD.
Yeah, so, it just kind of it's a good movie. It's just not my favorite Marvel movie.
Dang, they pushed all the Iron Man movies just before.
Number 17 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a good movie. I like the sequel. I like a lot of it. The villain is pretty good, Ghost. I mean, some people don't like her, but I think
There's
she's a
actually
pretty
like
good villain.
There's like three, like just sharing villains.
Yeah, I mean, at some point she can be selfish, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, it's a good villain. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah. And then number 15 is just the first Ant-Man, which is kind of just like a boring. I mean, it's again, it's kind of like Doctor Strange. It's kind of just an introducement to the character, and you know, like the part where he goes see Falcon and fights Falcon, kind of just introduce him to the Marvel universe. But yeah, it's just kind of like an introducement, and it's not an amazing movie, but it has some funny parts to it.
Disagree. But wait, so it's 13, 14.
15.
Number that means that yeah, this is number 14. Number 14 is Thor. This is like
Oh
just
my gosh.
this is the movie that I watched way too much.
No nostalgia at all?
No, there's too much nostalgia. The thing, it becomes less of a superhero movie and more of just like that movie every 10 years that's like really down to earth, so to speak. Oh my gosh. But it's just I think that next two ones are much better.
Thor: Dark World is better than
yeah, that's
Thor.
what I think.
Oh
It's
gosh.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is number 13. It's much like the same thing. It's just like a nice movie just to be in there. It's really funny too. Marvel knows how to do funny. And then number
Wait,
12,
I blinked out. What did you just say?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah.
Number 12 is Captain America. This is now I'm okay with this stuff. It's like it's not my least favorite. It's not like I really like it. It's just like it's like movies I watch. But yeah, this is just like this first Captain America first movie that Marvel did, and they really made it time. It really seems like it was made back then. 11 is Avengers. Avengers has a trillion of nostalgia cells in it. Number 10, this is where it like gets better. Like my more favorite, Thor: The Dark World. It it was more of a Loki story. I would not be sad if they said Thor and Loki for like Thor 2, the brother trials or something like that.
My number 15 is the Iron Man 2. This is basically, of course, it's like just kind of like I don't remember a lot of it. Like we said in the last ranking, the only thing people remember about it is the like car racing scene and like the guy with the parrot and stuff or whatever. So yeah, that's my number 15. Number 14 is Guardians of the Galaxy, the very first one. This is an amazing movie, but isn't the like worst movie. I like it. It's enjoyment to watch, but
Wait, what did you say?
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh,
number 14. It's basically just an introducement, and it's really it has a lot of funny things, and it's just like it's a pretty good movie. So that's number 14. This is where it starts getting into my favorites. Number 13 is Avengers: Age of Ultron. This one was our basically our first one going to see in the theater as really big fans, and um Ultron was a pretty good character. I mean, like sometimes he can be kind of like, okay, like why, but okay. Um, and and I like the introduction of like um Wanda and what's
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver's name, and I forgot
don't
his
know,
actual
Dash?
name, but something. But I like the introducement and like Hawkeye's kind of character development and Bruce Banner's and what's her name, Black Widow's. So yeah, and it's pretty cool to see the party scene. It's cool to see all the Avengers there that's not fighting or worrying about anything. That's a cool scene. So that's number 13. Number 12 is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This one, like, we went to see. It was basically, we didn't go to see it. We didn't really want to see it. We just were like, oh, do you want to go see a movie?
Our dad
Okay.
slept during this.
That's just basically telling you it was cool. I liked like the Celestial was kind of weird, but it was cool. It was just cool, and the character development was really good in this one too for all of the Guardians. And then 11. So number 11 is Iron Man, the very first Iron Man, the very first Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. It's
Wow.
mostly for nostalgia for being in almost top 10. I like kind of the start of things. That's basically it. And just Iron Man's like realization that he can't just be just a guy that's working as a businessman. He has to like fight for things. So yeah, that's Tool. Your top 10 or top 10
That was
through
all
5.
top. That was your
That was my
5
top.
15.
Yeah.
Was that in on Thor: The Dark World? Yeah. Number 9 is Avengers: Age of Ultron. This was like a really fun movie. I think this is where like I really like them. It's a really fun movie. It's like basically probably if you want a superhero movie, this is the one. Really fun. I think this might be one of the funniest ones. Besides one that I'll get into later. But it's like really it's a really fun movie to watch. Also, nice, good characters, and who I forgot the guy's name, but he plays in The Office. He plays Robert California in The Office. Who plays villain? I don't know.
Ultron.
Yeah, who plays Ultron? Number 8, Captain America: Winter Soldier. This was a really nice movie. With it brought back Bucky. Did anybody notice that he was gonna be back in the trailers, or did we find out?
In Captain America 2,
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like a surprise. I'm not sure. We weren't big fans.
But this is a really nice movie. It's more of a like, I'll say like a James Bond movie more than a superhero movie. It's like escaping. It's less about. It's kind of like Civil War, more about like government, less about villains. No real villains except his friend. Spoiler alert.
Except for the remaining, what's the name cause? The
Hydra?
Hydras. Yeah, the
Yeah.
remaining guys.
That's how they take down Shield.
Yep.
Iron Man is number 6. Is number 7. This is a really nice movie. It started off with like more of a superhero franchise. I think it was one of the most highest grossing ones. Grossing, I don't know,
Whatever it is.
of the Marvel movies, but this one's a really nice like movie. It kind of has like 3 parts and 3 acts. The villain is really bad, but it had to have a villain. The voice crack. The most funniest of all of these is Ant-Man, with Paul Rudd. That I forgot that guy.
Marga Nunez or something.
Something.
Something Nunez.
Hank. I forgot his name. He's really funny. But
Michael Douglas.
yeah, they're all perfect. It's more of, everyone says it's more of a like heist movie. And it's not as much as a It's like a heist movie and superhero movie just mixed together, and that's what you got. But
Bro, that sandwich is spicy.
number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, and uh, and this one was a really nice. It's sort of an Avengers thing, but you actually get introduced, and this is one of the funniest, maybe the second funniest. I think I already said something was the second funniest, but this one, I think Chris Pratt, all the other people, they work so well together, and it's like a really nice 80s music throwback stuff.
So now to my top 10 through 5. Number hold on. Number 10 is Avengers, the first one. Again, a lot of nostalgia from this one. Like Loki's pretty cool in this one. I mean it's like he was like I was scared of him like when I first saw this, like where like where he takes the eye to try to get like he like pulls
The
out this
most
guy's
violent
eye,
part.
and it's like okay. I thought he was gonna be like the big evil villain until like Thanos, but so yeah, that's number 10. Number 9 is um Thor, the regular Thor. A lot of nostalgia. Thor was always my favorite superhero, so I guess that kind of relates putting it lower. I mean higher, bit higher, lower, whatever. Loki's pretty cool in this one too. Number 8 is Captain America 1. Again, Captain America was my favorite like since maybe 3 years ago when Captain America Civil War, was that 3 years ago? Something like that.
Civil War?
Yeah, Civil
Yeah,
War
3
came
years.
out. And ever since then I really liked him. And yeah, so Captain America 1. I like the like 1900s throwback kind of thing. That's pretty cool to see. Besides like Wonder Woman, there isn't really a Marvel movie that has it back in
Wonder
time.
Woman is just like a redo of.
Then is Doctor Strange. I love Benedict Cumberbatch. He was one of my favorite actors, and Doctor Strange is one of my favorite characters too, because I love this for a lot of reasons, like especially the like visual effects, which are amazing. And then number 6 is Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier. I really love this one, especially the starting scene. I like their like escape, and then him finding out Bucky is still alive, and like just kind of the search for him. But yeah, I really like that, and Nick Fury is awesome in this one. So it's number 6, and then number 5 is Captain America 3: Civil War. This is definitely one of my favorites. I could watch this over and over.
Okay, number 5, Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my gosh, that's my number 4. Oh dang it, spoilers.
Ragnarok. This was I think we saw this at a faraway theater, didn't we? At the Lake Worth.
We also saw it on the cruise.
Yeah, like another one of those just fun movies. Helena is probably one of the best villains, even though it's just like one of those, oh, I'm powerful, I don't get you, the big monster. But it's just a nice kind of throwback movie. It also felt like a second Guardians of the Galaxy. It was like
What?
weirdly had music.
Oh, going
from
through
the
space
80s.
and stuff. Yeah,
It had weird 80s music.
I guess Marvel really loves their 80s music.
Number 4 is Captain America Civil War. This is like the most rewatchable out of all these. It's like a really nice sort of break from the big movies.
And mission report.
June
December 16th, 1991.
My number 3 is Black Panther. This one's like, I think this is the most box office movie of them all. I think it did most well. I think it was most of this year. I can't believe that was this year, but it was a really nice, tons of new characters, but you still thought that you already knew them, and it's not like, oh no, too many characters. But the villain, Killmonger, he's one of the coolest villains.
Or Thor Ragnarok. I really love this one. This one's like easy to beautiful. It's very funny seeing Hulk and Bruce Banner the way they are. 3 is Black Panther, and that is, I really like this one because again it's another introducement. And
Number 2 is Spider-Man
whoa,
Homecoming.
that's mine.
It's pretty. This is like the most well done.
Okay, so we'll both talk about because we both have like the same top 4.
Yeah. Wait, seriously, like actually.
Like Tobey Maguire feels like Spider-Man, but it doesn't feel as real. It feels like a comic book more than like real, like the new one does. Like real school.
It's like a little bit like cheesy.
Yeah, and like Flash, and then like for number 1 is Avengers. That was not like obvious at all. It's basically the best movie ever. So just we're done. Yeah, my thoughts on it is like it's a really good culmination, like of everything coming into one movie. They did all the things right that they could have gone wrong.
It's like Harry Potter. The Harry Potter franchise and this is the only 2 franchises that have like brought just like one little thing that everyone knew was gonna happen all to this one climax that it was still amazing. Nobody really hated the movies.
And it wasn't like once it's done you're like, oh come on, why is it done? It's more like, oh it's done. Oh wait, what's gonna happen next? Oh. And then once it came out, definitely either rank the whole thing again or just talk about it. So yeah. So that's the ranking. Of course, rank yours down below, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Goodbye.